Hello sweet friends, my name is Megan and today we're going to be hanging out and just going over all of my hopes and dreams and plans for the new year. I just need to do a quick little disclaimer real quick that I'm like so nervous to film this video. I'm just like naturally a really shy person. That's why I named my business Darling Be Brave. It's just like a gentle reminder to not be so shy, just to quit being so timid. It's hard. It just feels so vulnerable to voice all your hopes and dreams out loud for the whole world to hear, and I'm going to be getting really real and transparent about exactly where my crochet business is at and where I really hope it will be in the future. So this is my second year using the Artist of Life planner. This was last year's. I just think they're so pretty. But most importantly, they're so stinking useful. I love them because the beginning of the book is all about reflecting on the past year, highlights, what worked, what you're hoping to change, and then the whole reason I'm making a vision board is because it recommends it. I didn't do it last year and I just thought it could be really fun. I've had so much fun so far just putting it together. So to make my vision board, the first thing I did was just get on Pinterest and I went through and found images that resonated with me. I found just tons of quotes and just positive messages, ways that I want to think about the next year, and then just pictures of just my dream life and goals I want to work towards. I made a collage of all the pictures on Canva, saved it as a PDF or a PNG, I don't know which one, and then I sent that over to Staples' website and just had them print all the pictures. My printer, it only prints in black and white, and I've also heard that Staples just does a better quality and they look so nice. I think it was like only 80 cents a page, less than $1 per page, so totally worth it in my mind. And I have this old magnet board that I painted to look like a chalkboard that I'm gonna put all the pictures on, hang up in my office, be able to look at it every single day. Let's take a few minutes to cut out all these images and then I'll explain the meaning behind why I chose them. So I knew that I had printed out a lot of quotes, but I didn't fully realize just how many until I had to cut them out. I just really loved all of these. They just feel so empowering and just give me good vibes. So it'll be so nice to be able to look at these every day and just remember all the good messages. This one was one of my favorites because I want to see what happens if I don't give up. This one's my big one. I think that's my word for the year, consistent. And I really relate to this one. As long as I'm making little steps every day, it'll all work out. They're all so good. Oh, I love this one. Fear is just false evidence appearing real. And everything's gonna be okay. And just because it's hard doesn't mean it's impossible. You can do it. Stop worrying about how it's gonna happen and just believe that it will. Like, these are all so good. I just love it. Anyway, so these are all my quotes. I don't even know if they'll all fit. Probably my biggest goal and hope and dream this year is to get out of debt. I just included a bunch of things, like all my debts are paid in full. I am a money magnet. I included pictures of couches on my vision board. Apparently I really love brown leather couches. I didn't realize they were all so similar. But we could really use another couch or a love seat or chair or just something in our living room. We only have one couch right now, which I'm so grateful for because we were gifted an old but pretty leather couch years ago from a neighbor, but it's always hard when company comes over. I have to sit on the floor or we pull out dining chairs and it's fine, but I don't know, it just would be nice if we could make getting a new couch happen. So this one is more of a life goal than anything I see happening in the immediate future, but I've always dreamt of owning my own cabin. I live in the desert and the mountains just have my heart, so I included a lot of pictures of mountains, cabins. Doesn't that just look dreamy? Don't you want to go there? Don't you want to be this girl? Don't you want to live this life? I do. So these are my images of that. I dream of going on road trips with my family, so that's what these pictures represent. Maybe us owning a cute little van or camper or something just so that we can travel really easy. I've always loved the piano and have dreamt of learning how to play my whole life, so I don't know if 32 is too old to learn how to play the piano, but I'd love to get one in our house, even if it's just for my girls to learn how to play. Plus, isn't this living room just the cutest? I want this light. I want this light so bad. I absolutely love to read and think it'd be so fun to have bookshelves just filled with books in my home. Maybe even like a library wall or something. Let's look at those windows. Isn't this room just so dreamy? I dream of having a sunroom of some sort, just like a big window room area where I can just soak in the sunlight, crochet, read books. I've always dreamt of working with a company to like build a real brand for my business, have them design my logo, color palette, all that good stuff. So that's what this image represents. So this one's just like a far off lifetime dream, but I think it'd be so amazing to be able to build my own home, design every part of the process. So that's what these pictures represent. Or it'd be so nice to move into just a slightly bigger home someday, be able to remodel it, make it our own. We fit in this house, but just barely. It'd be nice to have a little bit more space. And my kids tell me that our next house has to have stairs in it, and I just loved everything about this photo. My biggest dream of all, though, is just to own more land. We have a very small backyard here, and it would be incredible to at least have an acre, but like the ultimate dream would be to have 5 acres of land. So here's a picture of a big grassy field just representing owning land for me. Super random, but I've dreamt of owning one of these dressers from IKEA for years now. They just look so nice. And all of our furniture here has just been, it was left by the previous homeowner, and I don't know how old it is, but the drawers are really hard to move. So a brand new dresser just sounds like an absolute dream. So I've always wanted to design something like this in the front entryway of my home that we currently own here. I just think it looks so cute, and it'd be so nice to have a place to hang bags and jackets. My husband is really good at building things, and he thinks this is something he could make happen. I want to get into baking someday, so I included pictures of homemade cinnamon rolls and bread. I want to learn how to make fancy coffees. I dream of learning how to knit socks. And then these are just general vibes that I love. Just chilling, reading books, drinking coffee, cozy sweaters. Like, I want to live this life. I want to live in this photo. This feels like a super far away, impossible goal, but I've always thought it'd be so amazing to be able to write a crochet book. So that's what this represents. Some of my friends on Instagram have done it, which is amazing. So I don't know. This probably, if it was ever to happen, would be like years and years and years away, but it would be cool. So we're putting it on the vision board. I dream of redesigning our kitchen someday. Oh, isn't that just amazing? I love the windows, I love the lights, I love the wood island with the white cupboards. So pretty. I'm a huge fan of windows. I love that sink, the open shelves. So anyway, these are just like vision, vibes of what I would want my kitchen to be like someday. Whether it's redesigning the one we currently have or if we ever move. Our kitchen currently is the cupboards. I think they're original from the 70s and they've been painted over 1,000 times. So it would just be so incredible to have a fresh start someday. I might be getting way ahead of myself because I'm not even at 1,000 subscribers yet, but I dream of reaching 100,000 someday and getting that silver play button. I dream of redesigning my bedroom someday. Currently, all of our furniture was just left in this house by the previous homeowners. I feel like even though we've lived in our house for almost a decade now, I haven't really been able to design it the way that I want because money's always tight. So these pictures are just dreams of what my room could be like someday. How cute are those pillowcases? And that headboard? Oh, I love it. I'm obsessed with huge windows and natural light, so my dream home would have both of those things. I just thought all these spaces were so cool and so dreamy, especially this one. Can you imagine looking out your window and seeing trees like that? There's my leather couch again. Oh man, and this one too. I love the tall ceilings with the wood beams. One of my life goals is to get into gardening and grow a lot of our own food. So I've got this cute little raised bed garden here. And then owning a greenhouse would just be incredible. Plus, how dreamy is that? I want a greenhouse someday, even if it's not this pretty. Just something to grow food. It's hard here in the desert. I feel like a greenhouse would help a lot. And then I absolutely love my workspace. My office is just a dream. I'm so grateful for the space to be able to work in. But it would be so nice to have like a desk with like a permanent workspace and a chair that's not just a really old, cheaply made dining chair that we bought from Target 10 years ago when we first got married. So that's what this picture represents. I'd love a comfortable chair to work in and a desk, and maybe even a Mac desktop would be cool someday. And I just really love this desk. So pretty. I feel really silly for including this one, but I have been in love with Birkenstock sandals for, man, since high school. So, a long time. So, the sun is setting and I need to go make dinner. I totally ran out of time today. I'm kind of torn because tomorrow's going to be really busy for me too, and I won't have a lot of time. I got interrupted so many times by my kids needing me. Just everything takes me 5 times longer to do than I think it will. When you see me wearing different clothes tomorrow, you will know why. For you, it will just keep going, but for me, it's a whole extra day of work. I'm gonna be stronger than my strongest excuse, and I'm gonna remember that slow progress is still progress, and that good things take time. That's why I need all these quotes. Keep my head in a good space. Hello sweet friends, it's a brand new day. So I'm gonna get to work putting all these pictures that I just cut out on my magnet board, trying to make them look cute. And now I'm hoping that I have enough magnets. I probably don't, but we'll try to make it work. Kind of wish I had a better spot for this than behind the door, but I might move it to this wall someday. I've always kind of wanted to keep this wall blank just for like easy product photography, just a blank white wall, but I don't know. It might get moved. I'm really loving the whole idea of a vision board. I love having just like a visual that's printed and not on my phone, because I tried a vision board on my phone last year and then I just never looked at it. So I feel like this is gonna be way more useful. I'm just gonna spend time every day, maybe try to make it a habit every morning of just like looking over this, reading the good quotes, looking at the pictures, getting my mind in a good space, or if I'm just feeling down, like I was feeling down yesterday because I couldn't get this video done, I'll go look at that. And the good news is I might be able to finish this whole video today, fingers crossed, unless I just take forever. But my husband is a sweetheart and he is going to take care of the girls, so I can hopefully get some work done. I was thinking before we go fill out my planner and I go over what my goals and intentions are for the year, I do a quick story time just in case any of you are new or curious just about my business and how I kind of got started in all of this. In 2013, I was working an odd summer job and I just stumbled across Etsy's website and I just was like, I just saw crochet stuff being sold, like people making things with their hands and selling it online, and it just like blew my mind. And I was like, oh my gosh, I want to do this. I'm just like the shyest person ever, and for me to just be like, I can go put myself out there on the internet and I can get on Instagram and do social media, like it doesn't make any sense, but we did it and we're here, and now I'm somehow making YouTube videos. In 2014, we bought our house and immediately started trying to have a baby, and it took well over a year for that first baby. So that whole year or more, I just spent trying to grow my Instagram and do Etsy. Besides not being able to get pregnant, it was the happiest season, the sweetest season. And then after I got pregnant, I was so happy and over the moon excited, but being pregnant's kind of rough, and I was really sick and I was growing a human, so I just kind of paused my business thinking I'd get back into it once I had the baby. And then once I had a baby, we were so grateful because we had tried so long for her, but she had colic. She cried just like nonstop for like 10 months of her life, and it just ruined me. It was about all I could do just to get through the day every day and take care of a little human, so my business was definitely put to the side. And then once she was about a year old, I started to get my life together a bit more and get into a better place mentally, that I was ready to jump in on my business again. Spent about a year building it back up, and then I got pregnant again, and it was all I could do to grow a little human while taking care of a little human. And then once I had 2 little humans running around the house, I've been in the season of motherhood and taking care of babies, and my business, I just completely just let it go. And I kept like coming back on Instagram and then leaving Instagram, and then going back on and leaving for a few months, and then going back on and leaving for a year. And people have been like, where have you been? And I'm like, I'm so sorry, I'm just trying to get through the day every day. My youngest will be turning 4 in a couple months, so I'm feeling like this could be the year where I just dive all in on this business and just see what the potential could possibly be. I've so many ideas in my head of things I want to do, things I want to share, patterns I want to create, tutorials, just things that I think that people would really love and find useful. I feel like a huge problem with my business in the past is that I haven't been consistent, and I have a few friends or just ladies that I know on Instagram that started their businesses about the same time as me, and some of them even after me, and their businesses are huge now. They're killing it. They're doing so good, and it's amazing, and I'm so proud of them. But then I just feel like an absolute joke over here that in my mind I've been at this for like 8 years, but I'm pretty sure my Etsy shop officially opened in 2013, so that's like a decade of this, and I have like nothing to show for it. I have 37,000 Instagram followers, and that's about all I have to show for it. I'm not really making very much money. Can I even call this a business? I'm just a mess. I'm just a hot mess. I just never have been consistent, and I'm just curious, like, if there is something here, if I am capable of building an actual business. 2023 is just like my big year-long experiment where I just see what I'm capable of if I don't quit. I might fill most of this in off camera, and then we'll just chat about what my goals are, but we're at least gonna write one word in here. It says your New Year theme is a word or phrase that represents what you want to bring into your life and continue to focus on throughout the year. It's your guiding light. I don't know if this is a dumb one, but I just really want my theme for the year just like consistency, like just showing up. I'm setting the bar really low for myself, and I just feel like I've let myself down so much in the past that if I can just manage to show up every day for an entire year, high five, I got this. I'm doing great. Okay, so let's write down the word consistency. I love this planner so much because it has a year at a glance. So you kind of like jot down what you'd like to do all year long. I love to get little sticky notes and like write down everything, and then that way I can like move stuff around. I'm not so committed. And then you take your yearly goals and break them down into quarters. So January, February, March, what you want to get done in that first quarter. And then it breaks it down into the month and the weeks. So I love this planner. It's perfect for a person like me that gets really overwhelmed with like big picture stuff. Break it down into tiny, actionable steps. So like I mentioned, my husband has the kids and I'm never home alone, and it's quiet and I feel like I can think straight, and it's so nice. So instead of spending time recording me filling out this planner, instead I thought it would be a good time to chat about what my goals are for the year. So my first goal, we're just gonna like get the weird, uncomfortable one just out of the way right at the beginning. It just always feels so weird and maybe bad to talk about money, but we all need money. We all use money. I think we all like money. So I'm just gonna be vulnerable and share that. Okay, so for quite a few years, I was so lucky, and my Etsy shop was consistently making me between like $70 and $100 a week, which is incredible and has been the hugest blessing ever while we've been raising babies, because I haven't been able to work a whole lot, and to just have that passive income on like past patterns that I've created has just been such a huge help. In 2022, that definitely took a dive. I was making between $30 a week and $50 a week, which is still incredible considering I haven't been able to release a crochet pattern since I think 2018. So I'm so grateful for that income, but it's not cutting it anymore. So I'm just like at the point where I just feel like I have to figure something out, because I'm just sick of struggling, and I just really don't want to have to go get a job and leave my babies, because my kids are like the most important thing in the world to me and I just really want to be home with them. So I just have to figure this business out. I just have to. This is my year. We're gonna do it. We're gonna find a way to turn Darling Be Brave around and get it profitable, and everything's gonna be okay because I'm gonna work so hard and I'm not gonna give up. I gotta get back to at least making $100 a week. So that's like my immediate goal. If I like think too big, I just get overwhelmed. So I've made $100 a week in the past before, so I want to get back to that. And then by the end of the year, I really want to get to a point where I am making consistently $200 a week from my business, from pattern sales. I'm hoping to maybe get my channel monetized, which I know is like not gonna hardly pay me anything for a while, but like it potentially could pay me a little bit someday, and every dollar helps. I'm hoping that if I can grow this YouTube channel enough, I can maybe get sponsors, and we'll go over all that later. But I'm just hoping I can get to a point by the end of the year where I'm bringing in at least $200 a week. I don't know if I should like set my income goal for the whole year, but it'd be nice to be at least 10,000. 20,000 would be better, and then like long-term, big, scary goal to even say out loud would be 50,000 a year. Like that's the dream. That would just turn our whole lives around if I could just get to a point where I'm bringing in 50,000 a year and I get to be home with my babies and work from home, and that's the dream. I'm gonna try so hard to make it happen. So basically, this video this year right now, I don't know what are realistic goals, even though I've been doing this business for a while. I feel like I'm starting over. So we're just setting goals, and then a year from now I'm gonna reevaluate to see what's realistic and what's not. So end of the year, I'm just gonna say I wanna make $20,000. Yeah. We'll just say it. We'll just say it. And then at the end of the year, we'll see where we're at. A goal without a plan is just a dream. So to make that happen, I need to get writing patterns again. It'd be amazing if I could release a pattern every month this year, but I just already know that's not realistic for me with everything else I have going on. And I don't just write patterns like, here are the instructions I like, right? Like, here's how to make this. Here, ultimately I want to be like, here's a tutorial video. Currently I'm like, here are like a series of tutorial photos walking you through every step, and this is the exact hook that I recommend, and this is the exact yarn that I love, and here's all the tips and tricks, and it's just a lot goes into my patterns. But my bare minimum goal is 5 patterns. 5 patterns by the end of the year would be huge. Could be so good, especially considering I haven't released any since 2018. So if I can just get 5 patterns in this shop by the end of the year, I feel like that could definitely help me reach my $200 a week goal. Next goal I'm setting, this one's kind of just for funsies, is my Etsy shop's currently at, I think, 6,400 sales, and by the end of the year, I like round numbers, so I'm gonna say 10,000 sales, but that one's probably not realistic at all. So like so maybe isn't realistic either. My more realistic goal is 8,000 sales on Etsy by the end of the year. As for social media goals on YouTube, I would be so excited if I could grow this channel to 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I'm currently at, let's look. I'm currently at 880 subscribers, which is already so incredible. I'm so excited and so grateful to have you all here. I don't know if 10,000 subscribers is completely unrealistic just because it takes me so long to make videos between homeschooling and raising little ones and taking care of my family. So I'm lucky if I get even a video up a month. I want to get up to where I'm at least getting a new video out every 2 or 3 weeks this year to try to help me reach that 10,000 subscriber goal. More like realistic short-term goal. I just would love to get monetized this year. That's like what I'm really focused on. Like I mentioned, I'm at I think 880 subscribers and I have about 300 hours of watch time. To get monetized, you need 4,000 hours of watch time. So I've got a very long ways to go, but I'm really hoping that I release some tutorial videos this year that people love and share and get watched a lot. And I don't know, it could happen. It could happen, maybe. And if it doesn't happen this year, we're gonna go for it next year. So I'm at 37,000 Instagram followers right now, which is just like so crazy to think about. Like, I was just like such a shy, quiet kid in high school, and like if someone had told me like, hey Megan, when you're in your 30s 37,000 people are gonna follow you on a social media app, like I would have lost my mind. I just can't even believe that's real. I'm just gonna make a goal to get to 50,000 this year. It'd be more nice just to like get my engagement rate up, get more likes, get more interaction. I'd rather just like deepen friendships on Instagram this year, if I'm being honest, than like get to any like number goal. But we'll just say 50,000 because sometimes reels can go viral. I've had a reel bring in like 1,000 subscribers one time. I don't know, it could happen. It could happen. So we're just gonna say 50,000. My big goals with Instagram this year, I'm gonna do Instagram stories every single day if possible, and I'm the worst at posting, so it'd be nice to like post either 5 reels or 5 photos a month. I'm just gonna set that as my goal. If I could just get the top row of my Instagram feed to look different every month, I will call it a huge win. I don't know if this goes along with social media, but I really want to get a newsletter going this year. So I want to grow my email subscriber list. I think I only have like 20 people right now, and I haven't sent an email in a really long time. So I got some work to do, but I want to get that up to 500 newsletter subscribers by the end of the year. I think that would be amazing and could also maybe help with growing my business, connecting with you guys. So 500 newsletter subscribers, I'm gonna do that I'm gonna create a cool freebie so that y'all have a reason to subscribe to my newsletter. And then I'm going to, at least once a month, send out a really good email of just like things that y'all would be into, like a new pattern that I launch, or helpful YouTube videos, or if I see a good yarn sale, just that kind of thing. I kind of mentioned this earlier. I would really love to start getting paid sponsorships. I have gotten free product in the past, which is so cool and so nice, but it would be more useful for the season of life that I'm in to get paid rather than to get free product. So that's my goal, get my very first paid sponsorship this year. And then I would also love to make $300 for a sponsorship. I don't know if that's bad to say, or if that's low, or if that's high, because I know nothing about any of this. All my Instagram friends seem to just know what they're doing and get paid for stuff, and I'm not making money over here. How do you get paid for things? So to go along with that, I heard that you can like hire a social media management team. That's like a dream of mine this year. I would love for someone else to help connect me with companies and like negotiate deals and all that stuff. I get emails all the time for just like random free product offers, and I just would love to figure out how to turn free product offers into making money, getting paid. That would be really nice. That'd be amazing. So this summer, I think I'm gonna be brave and try reaching out to see if, is that what they're called? Yeah, social media management team, to see if they would want to maybe work with me. And if not, I will just keep working on growing my Instagram and YouTube to the point where a company would want to work with me and just help me with that stuff, because I'm a mom and I don't know what I'm doing and I just really need help. So I thought I had more goals than that, but I was just looking at my notes and that's it. I did it! I'm so proud of myself. I got through a scary video. I said uncomfortable things. I was vulnerable. Now I have to pray that YouTube's nice to me and that this was a good idea. 2023. It's gonna be the year we turn this all around. It's gonna be the year where we're brave, we do uncomfortable things, we show up consistently, we reach big goals, and if we don't reach big goals, we're at least climbing the staircase, we're getting up the steps to get to the big goals, to accomplish big things. We're gonna start making money. We're gonna start making money for the first time, huh? Yeah, we can do this. We can do this. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. What are your goals? How y'all doing? Before I go, I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for watching this video, for watching my other videos, for leaving likes, comments, words of encouragement, for following me on Instagram, for just being a sweet and supportive friend. Thank you to anyone who has ever purchased one of my patterns. It just all truly means so much to me, and I have no idea how I ever got so lucky to have your love and your support. So just thank you so much, sweet friends. I love you, and I'll see you in the next video.